guys, it's me, Kiana, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title of this video, we are going to be doing my October TBR. October is one of my favorite months because it is my birthday month, Halloween, and all of that. I plan on reading a lot of books that I physically own this time, so let's go ahead and get started with the video. I plan on reading Arusha and Song of Death by Rushni Chatsky. This is book 2 in the Pandava series. And we follow a girl named Arusha in the first book who is known for lying. And one day, 3 popular kids from her class comes and basically record to her saying, when everyone comes back to school on Monday, we're going to out you as a liar unless you, like, break this lamp that supposedly has an evil villain. And she does, and she releases the sleeper whose task with basically ending the world and all of that. I absolutely enjoyed the first book. The second book is supposedly supposed to take off right where the first one ends, and I'm really excited and I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, that's the first book I plan on reading. The second book I plan on reading, if you've seen my video, the top 5 books I want to at least try to read before 2020, I'll link it up on the eye. I plan on finally reading Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. This is book 1 in the Grisha trilogy. And we follow a girl called Ilena and her best friend Mal, and they're basically like in the army, and when their convoy is attacked, Mal is injured and Ilena reveals a power that she never knew existed, and then she's taken to royal court to be trained as a member of the Grisha, the magical elite led by the mysterious Darkling, and all of that. You're supposed to read this before reading the Six of Crows duology, and I own the first book. I don't own the second and third physically. I have an ebook version of them only. But yeah, I've been dying to try to read this. I've had this for a couple of years, and I'm really excited to read this. The third book I plan on reading is to be all caught up with my reread of The Wayward Children, and that is In an Absolute Dream by Shauna McGuire. And this is basically Miss Lundy's story. We're introduced to Miss Lundy in book 1, and she's basically the one who teaches the kids of all the basic stuff they need to know in the other world, so they at least have a knowledge of what's going on. I read this the beginning of this year. I can't remember when. I think it was like February or something, and I listened to an audiobook, and I love the audiobook form, so I'm going to try to listen to it again in audiobook form. But yep, this is a review, so I'll be caught up when the 5th book comes out in January. And then because it is October, I need at least like one spooky book, whatever. And I plan on reading City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab. This is book 1, and I want to say a trilogy. And we follow a girl named Cassie Blake. And it says in the back, ever since Cassie almost drowned, okay, she did drown, but she doesn't like to think about it. She can pull back the veil that separates the living from the dead and answer the world of spirits. Her best friend is even a ghost. Things get even stranger when Cassie's parents start hosting a TV show about the world's most haunted place. The family heads off to Edinburgh, Scotland, where graveyards, castles, and secret passages team with restless phantoms. And when Cass meets a girl who shares her gift, she realizes how much she still has to learn about the veil and herself, and she'll have to learn fast. The City of Ghosts is more dangerous than she ever imagined. The second book, Tunnel of Bones, just came out, so I want to read. It's middle grain. The text is like this, and the audiobook's like 5 hours, so maybe this will be another audiobook. And then for the first time ever, an author reached out to see if I would like to read her book and, you know, have an honest review about it, and I said yes. And so I'm going to be reading The Crowns of Crowsworld by D.E. Knight, and in the back it says, in Crowsworld, the only thing more powerful than dark magic is one secret. For 16-year-old Ivy, Lovely has been hidden beyond an enchanted boundary that separates the mundane from the magical. When Ivy crosses the border, her powers awaken. Curiosity leads her crashing through a series of adventures at the halls of Ivy, a school where students learn to master their magic blood and the power of Crowsworld's mysterious gems. And when Ivy's magic and her life is threatened by the Dark Queen, she scrabbles to unearth her history and save Crowsworld before the truth is swept away. I was very honored to be sent this, and I do plan on reading this month and having a review up here, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah. And the 6th and final book I want to read this month is to continue on with another reread, and that is Clockwork Prince book 2 in the Infernal Device trilogy. This is the original paperback. This is Will. And in the first book we meet Tessa Gray, who is a downworlder. If she can hold on to someone's things like my glasses, your hair tie, she can turn into you. And in the first book, she's introduced to the world of shadow hunters, and because she's being pursued by the Mind Jester, she is able to stay with the shadow hunters. The second book picks up right where we left off in the first book, maybe like a couple weeks, a month later. And I remember this being my favorite book because you get more of Roel's backstory, but I'm looking forward to reading this. So those are all the books I plan on reading in the month of October. Comment down below if you're going to be reading any of these, or if you've read any of these. I'll be leaving here 2 videos. Honestly feel you guys should go check out. I post Mondays and Thursdays. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys really soon with my book haul. Bye guys.